Ladies and gentlemen, today we are looking at a vehicle that proves van life did not begin with influencers, fairy lights and coffee mugs placed suspiciously close to a sunset. Long before modern tiny homes had hashtags, Ford had already tried to put a little wooden house on wheels. The 1930s Ford model, a house car, was not glamorous or spacious, but it was clever, brave, and wonderfully strange. So before we climb into this rolling cabin, subscribe to the channel. It helps us keep finding machines that make modern SUVs look boring, and it gives my friend Timmy something to brag about, even though he still thinks torque is a type of expensive cheese. The story begins in the United States in the late 1920s and early 1930s, when Ford was selling the Model A as a simple, dependable answer to everyday motoring. America was sliding into economic trouble. City housing could be expensive, and many people were chasing work wherever they could find it. For some, a vehicle became more than transport. It became shelter, storage, kitchen, bedroom, and one last plan when every other plan had packed its bags. The Ford house car, also called the Ford house car or model a house car, appears to have been Ford's first official attempt at a motorhome. It used a truck chassis, giving it the toughness of a work vehicle with the optimism of a small cabin. Unlike homemade conversions, this was a more organized factory-style solution. A compact living body mounted behind the cab for people who needed mobility without losing the basic comforts of home. Exact production numbers remain unclear, which only makes the machine more fascinating. What we do know is that very few survived. One famous 1928 example was restored by Flight Camp and displayed at the Volo Auto Museum in Illinois. Another known 1937 example was found as a barn find, restored, and later sold in 2000, the first year, for $35,000. When only a couple are known, you stop calling it rare and start treating it like something Bob from next door would claim was hidden by aliens to stop affordable housing. Technically, the house car was beautifully simple. Underneath sat Ford's model, a mechanical foundation, famous for being honest, repairable, and tough enough for roads that often looked like political promises after Election Day. The standard Model A used a 201 cubic inch, or about 3-liter, inline-4 engine producing around 40 horsepower. The engine was mounted in front and drove the rear wheels through a manual transmission. That sounds modest now, but this was not built to win races. It was built to move, survive, and reach the next town before your canned beans became both dinner and breakfast. The truck chassis made sense because the living body added bulk and weight. The rear structure was built largely from wood, wrapped in a metal skin painted to match the front. The interior was also wooden, which gave it warmth and practicality, though Timmy would absolutely call it premium yacht spec after 2 drinks. The roof was wood as well, protected outside by thick canvas to keep weather away. Surviving examples show clever pop-up roof ideas, one full lifting roof for extra headroom, and another smaller raised section with a skylight. Inside, the layout was tight but intelligent. Sleeping space for 2 sat at the rear under a large window. One side carried a small kitchen block with counter space, while the opposite side held a sink and a fold-out dining table. Storage hid under the bed and inside the cabinets, because when your entire house is shorter than many modern pickup trucks, every inch has to work like it pays rent. Opening windows brought ventilation, curtains added a home-like mood, and the folding passenger seat allowed easier movement from cab to cabin. By modern RV standards, it was cramped. By early automotive standards, it was close to genius. The house car's design philosophy was not luxury, it was survival with curtain. Its wooden cabin, metal skin, canvas roof, pop-up headroom, sink, table, bed and storage made one compact promise: you could leave, sleep, cook, and keep going. Bob would call it government housing on wheels, then secretly ask if it came with foil-lined curtains. Compared with today's motorhomes, it was tiny and basic. But in its own time, it was shockingly forward-thinking, a factory-style mobile home before Class B RVs became normal. Homemade campers existed, but this one felt more complete and intentional. Timmy once tried building a camper from plywood and confidence. This Ford was the version made by adults. We admire the Ford Model house car because it turned hardship into mobility. It was not fast, fancy, or roomy, but it carried hope, tools, food, blankets, and maybe 2 brave people with very patient knees. To our channel sponsors, thank you for keeping the lights on, unlike Timmy's solar generator, which was just a car battery under a pizza box. May your home be warm, your fuel tank full, and your neighbors less toxic than Bob's theories. Known price note: the restored 1937 house car sold in 2001 for $3,000. No reliable average auction price or highest modern auction record was provided.